Hi, Jason Baker here with Rise Real Estate. Hope you're having an awesome day. And I hope you liked the last video that we sent out, 7-8 reasons why you should never list with me. Now, of course, I was joking. Are we still allowed to do that in today's day and age? Man. Anyway, everybody's so uptight all the time. So anyway, hope you're having a great spring. Everything's starting to green up. The market is really picking up. And I wanted to go over today with you ways to get your offer approved. Again, it's heating up. Inventory is historically low, not as low as during COVID, but it's still low. Days on market are a lot higher than during COVID, but things seem to be buttoning up a little tiny bit. So it's an excellent time to list and definitely an excellent time to buy. Rates are lower than they were a year ago, and so things are looking up. Also, so the first thing is if you're going to go submit an offer, make sure you have all your ducks in a row. Make sure that you're pre-approved, and if you're paying cash, that you have an asset statement. That goes without saying. If you need the name of a great lender, just look down below in this email. Scott's down there. Number 2, let the listing agent know that you're going to be submitting an offer and be in constant communication with them, or your agent should be. I see it all too often where the buyer's agent calls me up yelling at me, "You went under contract." And well, yeah, I'm the listing agent and my job is to sell the houses for, the best terms for the seller, because I work for the seller. I don't work for the buyer. Unless obviously if it's a double-ended transaction, which is allowed in the state of Montana. So I work for the seller in this particular example. Why wouldn't I go sell it? They should have called me and said, "How many offers? Please let me know if there's any activity." Or listing agent's busy, they should be checking back every day. If you're interested in potentially making an offer while you're getting your ducks in a row, your buyer's agent should be calling the listing agent every day, checking in on what's going on, okay? Number 3, don't ask too much from the seller. Things are tightening up right now. About a year ago, year and a half ago, you could get away with a lot more than right now. We're starting to see multiple offers in many situations again. Don't ask for too much. If you have a house to sell, make sure it's on the market and under contract. No seller that I could never, ever in a million years recommend to a seller that they take an offer of a buyer who's not on the market. We don't know the price. We don't know what you're going to do if it doesn't sell within the first 2 weeks. We don't know if you're going to reduce the price. We don't know what kind of offer you're going to take. We don't know if you're going to take a contingent offer and 12 houses have to sell. There's a million reasons why a seller should never take an offer unless your house is on the market. Now, again, all you need to do is simply ask your listing agent, hopefully it's us, and we'll tell you, to put on there, subject to me finding a suitable housing. So that means if you get an offer, you don't have to close that offer on your home that you're living in now comfortably, unless A, you want to go get a rental, or B, you locate a house. So you're never, ever in any way, shape, or form going to be living under a bridge. And so I'm not sure who's telling you that or why you think that's the way it would go, but it isn't. Contractually, we can prevent that from happening. Okay. Number 4, offer a little bit more earnest money. Number 5, waive inspection. Now, I don't recommend that, but sometimes it helps. Waive appraisal. I also don't recommend that, but sometimes it helps. Number 7, don't think about coming in way low. Lowball offers right now are frowned upon. If that seller would take 50 or 100,000 lower, he or she would have already reduced his price. Why in the world would they have a price at 1.5 if they take 1? Okay, all right. So number 8, be really nice to the listing agent and buy him a ton of steak. Okay, that was a joke, all right? As you can tell by now, I like to do that. You can get a bridge loan so that you don't have to be contingent. Take an equity line of credit out on your house here, and then go ahead and buy the house over here using that money. Don't have enough? Use it as a down payment, no problem, okay? Now, we went already over, number 10 was going over what I already went over. I'm one step ahead of myself. So I'll start with number 11 will become the new number 10, imagine that. So work with an experienced agent that understands how to navigate the market that we're in. One thing you need to ask your agents, how many transactions did you close last year? So many brand new agents in the market are talking to their friends saying, "Hey, please refer me," which is great. That's exactly what I train them to do. However, transactional prowess, and the only way to get that is being in the trenches. I believe we're approaching 850 transactions closed, okay, which is astronomical. Think of all of the experience that we have because we've done that, especially through COVID, where we're having 15, 20, 25 offers on listings. How much transactional experience we have. It really matters, okay? It helps net the sellers more, and it also helps the buyer get their offer approved. So just ask, okay? All right, scrolling on my notes here. Number 11, be responsive. A great listing agent will ask great questions. A great buyer's agent will ask great questions. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that your buyer's agent is really communicating with the listing agent. You should ask, is there any hold period or offer phase? That's really important that your agent ask that question. Ask if they're doing highest and best, or what the offer is going to be if they're going to be doing multiple counter offers. Don't play any sort of games. I probably already said that. Ask us if there's any other offers. I mentioned that up above. But I can't reiterate that. I had someone yell at me this morning because she's like, it's under contract. I'm like, yes, I know it's under contract. That's our job, is to sell the houses. So anyways, ask yourself, as a short-term inconvenience, maybe the rate or maybe moving out, is it worth a long-term financial gain? Okay, so maybe there has to be some rental in the middle of there, or maybe there has to be some condition you're not okay with, but over time, real estate is a very safe asset, so you might be making some good money for some temporary, I call it pain, that's probably a bad word. I would ask, or have your agent ask the listing agent, does your seller need more time after closing to stay and wrap up their affairs, get a moving truck, all this stuff? Sometimes that's what tips them. You know, a seller knowing that they can get their money and then use that money to help pay for a moving truck versus trying to ram everything in a U-Haul and be so stressed out that last, 2 or 3 days, holy cow. So that could be the difference between them saying yes or no to your offer. And then sometimes you can say, hey, we'll pay your closing costs to the seller even. I know that sounds strange, but you know, sometimes that $300, $400, $500 goes a long way. And then the last one I said, offer a second stake, another joke, to the listing agent. Okay, so I hope those tips were good for you. If you have any questions on these or need elaboration, would like the name of a great lender, would love we have something called a buyer presentation that goes over exactly what a buyer's agent does for you and the steps to the sale. If you'd like that, whether you're working with us or not, we're happy to send it to you. I hope you have an incredible day. Keep your head up if you're going through anything tough in life. And if you need a bad dad joke, I'm always here to give it to you. So God bless you, and I hope you have a great day.